Hi, everyone. Welcome to DomainSherpa, and thank you for tuning in to the podcast with the best domain name and digital asset content in the world. Today's episode is a DomainSherpa review titled Kings and Castles, featuring Ammar, Braden, and Drew. On today's show, we play the domain game featuring Germo.com, Rythmic.io, and R.org. And then we've got the NameJetGonnaJet segment, sponsored by NameJet, and we talk about some domains coming up for auction, including Fatz.com, and that's with a Z, HeatSeeker.com, Roughneck.com, and LocalGuides.com. We also talk about domain strategy, when to pull the trigger on a sale. We also talk about poker, blackjack, royaltitles, and castles. Some of this is domain related, some not so much, but all this and more is coming up on today's show. And remember, if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, you can also watch the video version at DomainSherpa.com and on our YouTube channel at ds.tv. You can also listen to the shows on Apple and Spotify and other podcast platforms as well. And please make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button everywhere that you can and help DomainSherpa grow the pie. We also integrate our shows with Muse.ai, which provides search functionality for the shows and transcripts as well. And huge shout out to DNWE, short for Domain Name Wholesale Exchange. It's a trading platform designed specifically for domain investors, streamlining the process of buying and selling domain names to make it quicker and easier. With a community of over 3,500 investors, DNWE enhances market liquidity, facilitating more efficient transactions with standard domain listings, reverse auctions, standard auctions, and soon-to-be-added portfolio auctions, including traffic portfolios. DNWE is part of EW3N, a family-run digital asset investment company based in London, England, that also operates DomainManage.com, which is a global sales platform, and Brandable.uk, which is a marketplace for UK and Co.uk domain names. And also, big shout-out to Unstoppable Domains, the only ICANN accredited registrar that lets you trade DNS domains on-chain and access crypto investors. With 3% commissions, at-cost renewals, and hundreds of resellers soon to be integrated, they're a cutting-edge marketplace you need to know about and use to get more sales and keep your costs down. Unstoppable can save you thousands in registration costs. They've got $5.com Fridays and $5 off all transfers in, no promo code required. And last but certainly not least, shout out to our own business, MediaOptions, the #1 domain brokerage in the world. Find out more at MediaOptions.com, where you can also sign up for our newsletter for the best domain opportunities available in the market every week, and also featuring key insights and other helpful information related to branding, naming, and of course, domain investing. And also remember, we've got NamesCon Global coming up November 5th and 6th in Miami. Go to namescon.com for more information and to register, and use coupon code DS20 to get 20% off the ticket price. And also, talking about domain conferences, the ICA is having their annual meeting in Las Vegas, January 15th to the 17th at the Park MGM. So go to ICA.Vegas for more information, to register, sign up, all that good stuff, and we'll see everybody there. All right, with all that, it's now time to get into this episode of Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. What's up, Sherpa Network? Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Jonathan Tenenbaum, a.k.a. JT, a.k.a. J-On, a.k.a. Sherpa Winfrey, host and producer of Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. Today's show is a Domain Sherpa review, where we get into the minds of successful domain investors using real examples so we can learn strategies and tactics to become more successful domain name investors ourselves. These are the experts, the OGs, the best in the biz, my homies. There are 4 segments to a Domain Sherpa review. We've got one, that's the grand opening. That's what's happening right now. I intro the Sherpas. We see what's going on with them, talk about some related things, some unrelated things. Then we get into the domain game. That's where we hear about what the Sherpas recently bought or sold. Everybody guesses on the price. We keep score, and then somehow, some way, someday get some swag to the winners. We actually have some new swag that just came in. It just came in. I showed you guys off but I can't say what it is yet because it hasn't been like shown to the public.
I'll believe it when it shows up here.
Fair enough. That's
a lot of talk, man. It's a lot of talk. All I hear is words.
What? Oh, man.
Words.
Oh, man. All right. Then we've got NameJetGonnaJet, sponsored by our friends at NameJet. We review a list of domains coming up for auction, see what the Sherpas like and what they don't like. And then last but not least, we get into GrandClosing. That's where we discuss anything we haven't already covered, what's going on in the domain space, and looking at market trends, current events, conferences, events, allowing our guests to mention or promote anything they want to talk about that we've not already discussed. With that, let's go ahead and introduce the Sherpas over to my right, I got my boy Andrew Rosner, aka Morpheus, aka the Dirk Diggler of digital assets, aka Bob Lee Swagger the Sniper, aka Never Gonna Give Drew Up, Get Rick Rolled. Every Rosner has its thorn. Drew got what I need. Graybeard the Domain Pirate, Lord Drew, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. That's actually some offline convo. But anyway, what's up, dude? How are you?
I am. I'm great. I'm great. I am good. I am. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, glad to hear it. I know you were away for about a week or
struggling
so.
with very important decisions. That's it.
Life choices, man. Life is all about choices, and then that is pretty much. And all decisions have consequences. So, but I'm with it, man. I like it. I like your options. Media options, keeping it popping. Buy low, sell high, reaping the profits. All right, let's keep it moving. To my lower right, I got my boy Ammar Kuba, aka King Kuba, aka Danny Ocean, aka the even greater Gatsby. Don't chase an unworthy dream, y'all. Aka Amarzan, aka Kuba Libre, aka LL Amar J, Kuba Soze, Selly Savalas, Kuba Kinte. What up, man?
What's going on? Maybe soon Count Kuba.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Count
Count
Kuba.
Count Kuba. That's got a ring to it.
Yo, hold on. I'm putting that on there regardless. That is just went on the AKA sheet. It's official. Count Kuba. So what's up, man? How you living?
I'm good. I got a little bit of a cold, but I'm feeling good.
How do you get a cold in July?
In Vegas, too.
I think I'm just not sleeping enough.
Well, you're in California right now, right?
Yeah.
You getting sunshine? You got to go out there. You got to get you 20, 30 minutes in the morning. You got to get you 1 hour in the afternoon. You getting your sun?
Yeah, I'm getting my sun. I think it's just not sleeping enough.
Are you wearing sunglasses in the sun, though?
No.
No sunglasses.
Are we about to get into this whole thing? You got to get that vitamin D in your eyeballs.
That's it.
So,
photon receptors.
That's it, man. Yo, get receptive. We're receptive out here. All right, let's keep it moving. Below me, last but not least, we got my boy Braden Pollock, a.k.a. Tony Stark, a.k.a. Benjamin Button, a.k.a. Eat, Bray, Love, a.k.a. Be Real, a.k.a. Braden Statham, a.k.a. Braden Pollockton, the Archduke of Calabasas and the Viscount of Woodland Hills. It's not that your domain is worthless. It's just that it's worth less. What's up, man? How are you?
All good here. No complaints. Just trying to move some domain names,
Slang some domains. Selling domains like cocaine.
Yeah.
Get it, man. You know what I'm saying? But all right, well.
You prepared to upgrade from Viscount of Woodland Hills to Duke of Portugal? You ready?
I'm working on it.
Are we making moves over there or what?
Get your Duke on.
You know what I'm saying? Viscount of Woodland Hills is okay, but we're talking drawbridges. We're talking drawbridges and cannons over here.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a Viscount, Braden. Don't let them tell you different. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But yeah, man. Well, we're trying to get titles out here. We all trying to get titles. That's what it that's one of the goals in life, right? Trying to get yourself a land title in some some foreign land. And
the only thing
game up.
I do like the ring of Count Kuba, but it's just not high enough in the pecking order. So
Lord titles, he's got a whole thing. Count Kuba is pretty cool though, man. Count Kuba is like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's like, oh, people are lining up to talk to you and you're Lord Braden Pollock, dude. Look at you, man. See? I wasn't even being this is what I'm saying. It's like we make jokes and then dudes drop hammers out here. They're just like, oh yeah, let me show you some gangster shit. So
you know what?
Lord Braden.
You know what actually sounds a little bit better than Count Kuba is King Kuba.
Yeah,
King Kuba.
King Kuba is one of your AKs.
Look, we got the book. This is the book.
Peerage and baronetage.
Peerage and baronetage.
Oh man,
who you want to be?
King Kuba.
Does that
you want to be?
Does that book list Braden Pollock as the Lord Braden Pollock of Hogan Manor? Is that in the book?
I'll let you know. When did you buy your title?
This was earned. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
It means here officially governed by the laws of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland. Right?
All right. Well, I'll look you up. This is 2008. Did you do it before or after that?
heavy stock too. By the way, I'll have you know.
Did you get it before or after 2008?
After 2008.
You're not going to be in there.
Upgrade that book.
It's an expensive book.
Shit.
But you do have.
This is legit. Like it comes in a folder. See, I mean, that's how we know it's legit.
Man,
Official.
I don't like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting old. I got to do the stupid lean back to read. Okay. This is very fine print, though.
Lean back.
There is an Honorable Claire Pollock, an Honorable Rosemary Pollock, an Honorable Mr. and Mrs. Charles Hansworth Pollock, and there is a Shona Pollock, Honorable, and a Lady Anne Pollock. None of those are you.
None of those are me.
Well, you don't know. They may have been him prior to the
Lady Anne. You know what I'm saying?
Prior to the change, he went to the same clinic that Bridget Macron went to.
Oh man, there we go. And there we go.
So let's talk some domains.
That's the wild shit right there. I'll tell you.
Dude, there's wild shit happening in general. There's a lot of wild.
The whole
shit.
world is just crazy. That's why we need. That's why we need. That's why we need drawbridges and cannons.
Right,
guns out, guns out.
That might be the name of the episode is drawbridges and cannons, because you know, you really if you got a crib that has a drawbridge, a working drawbridge, you kind of I think you've reached a certain echelon.
I think you can kind of look back in your life and say I made good decisions.
Certain you've reached a certain echelon.
Now put the cannons out. The cannons out. Look at the
cannons out. Drawbridge
become solicitous.
Yeah, I think that's an indication you made it.
Do a little,
you
know, like things. You know, we got to get busy with some stuff. We got to get into all the pomp and circumstance. You know, that's what I'm all about. I like it. That's why we out here slanging domains. We just trying to get to the drawbridge, homie. You want to be on the side of the drawbridge that controls it going up and down, not the side that's trying to enter into the castle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, where you definitely don't want to be is in our alligator moat.
You don't want to be in the moat. So. Anyway.
All right, let's go.
All right. Well, let's start with, you know, if we're going to dive right into the domain game, then Drew, it's on you. So.
Oh, it's on me.
Here we go.
Drew, you got time crystal? Did you see my post on Twitter about time crystals?
No.
Did you buy time crystal?
When did you buy time crystal? You just
2 days ago. Yeah.
I posted on Twitter a while ago about time crystals.
You did?
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
What did you say about time crystals?
It was like a month ago, maybe. Let me find it. I was like, ask chat to explain time crystals for you. You know, like expect your mind to be blown, something like that.
Oh, I think I actually might have seen that.
Is that? I mean, that must have prompted you to go look it up.
No, so I actually have known about time crystals for a variety of other reasons, but no, I didn't go look it up. It was expired in a GoDaddy auction.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that's funny because I recently.
You want to know what? You don't want to know another crazy coincidence like that just happened to me yesterday or the day before? What's today? Wednesday? Maybe Monday? Don't ask me why. I woke up in the morning and I was thinking to myself, you know what domain I really would love to own is Monaco.com. And I was like, what a great brand Monaco.com would be. And then I sit down at my desk and I'm going through my emails. Now it was a Monday after I've just returned from a long holiday. And so I'm buried. I'm going through emails. And lo and behold, there's an email from Fred Mercaldo saying that he's selling Monaco.com. And I thought, motherfucker, this is like fate. I obviously have to own Monaco.com. So I emailed him, but he wants like $1.5 million. I told him, that ain't gonna happen. I offered him $250. No takers.
Yeah,
no takers.
It's a fair offer.
I thought so too.
Fair offer by Lord Rosner.
Here,
All right, I need to
May
give you a domain.
22nd. Here, May 22nd, I posted, ask chat to explain time crystals. Prepare to have mind blown. May 22nd.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was an expired domain. I just bought it. I think I won it on Monday, and I got the name yesterday.
Yeah, I would have bought it too if I would saw it.
Yeah, and $1,900.
I would have bought it too if somebody else gave me the heads up to go, to go get out in front of the trend. I would have bought that as well.
All right. So look, I was gonna go with Madagascar.com, which I just bought, but I know you now. I know you. I thought maybe because it was early your time, you hadn't looked at PDC yet, but clearly you did. So I'm gonna skip Madagascar.
It was also brought to me. So I know the price anyway.
Got it.
And
what was the price he gave you?
100, I think. Let me look it up. I'll tell you exactly.
Who is he?
We can't disclose that. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Maybe if you join, if you
it's
join
a need to know. It's the Indian James Booth. Indian American James Booth.
Okay. That doesn't sound, I don't know.
100.
Yeah.
100 on June 28th. So
when you get your title, Count Kuba, then you shall get access to the
okay, we're gonna go with
all of the
we are gonna go with
King Kuba is already one of your AKAs, by the way. That's literally the first AKA I would say is King Kuba. And that's cool. I mean, that's aggressive. We could go with that. Hurry, please hurry, Lord Rosner of Odemira.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Germo.com. Purchase Germo.com. Germo. Germo. Or we can go with Corla. Corla. You guys decide.
These are buys or sales?
Yeah, these are both buys. Both 5-letter pronounceable little brands. Similar to real words, but slightly off.
But not.
Which one are we going with? Germo?
Germo?
Germo.
Germo it is.
We'll go with the Germo. Germo.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Bless you, King Count Kuba. You'll be using embroidered handkerchiefs and shit.
You doing it?
3,
there
2,
we go.
1. 5 Gs. 5 Gs.
Oh,
right.
damn.
Braden's at $222. Ammar and I are $5,000.
It was exactly $5,000. So you guys both won.
I just thought you got a deal on it.
I think that is a deal. That is a deal. If you look at end user adoption, there's a ton of end user adoption. It's a really good little 5-letter, lots of use. I'll take a little 5-letter brand like that for $5,000 all day.
Yeah, I just don't buy those. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, it's not that easy to buy. I don't see them very often. And it's funny because in a 1 week period of time, I bought 4 or 5 of them that all got offered to me, all in that sort of $3,000 to $5,000 range. Yeah, I took all of them because they're really, it's not easy to get those. And they generally have done very well for me. They generally will sell really well for, 40 to 75 grand.
Okay. All right. I'll start buying them.
Actually, no, don't. They don't work. The Viscount does not trouble himself with such small domains. That's the thing, All right. Well, so Ammar and I each get a point. So it's a good start. So Ammar, you're next. So you can't get a point in this next round.
Oh, that's cheating.
That's the benefit of me being the host.
Yeah. I got a sale, Rythmic.io.
Rythmic.
Rythmic.io. Rythmic. Feel the vibration.
All right. I'm feeling it. Feeling the vibe here. Feeling the rhythm.
Rythmic.io. Sold, right? So,
Yeah.
okay.
It is the Rythmic.io.
I feel the vibration.
It's a pretty good accent, Drew.
Been working.
Yeah,
Ready?
man.
It's great.
Countdown.
3, 2, 1, flip it. All right. Ooh, okay. $8,000.
I
Me.
got the over.
Drew is at $14,369 and Braden is at $15,000. And I almost knocked my mic over.
All right, JT gets it. 9,900.
Oh,
yeah. Let's go.
I actually had 12.5 and I was like, nah, I'm gonna give it the Ammar premium, and I changed it to 15.
Yeah, 9,900. I paid $99 for it, so pretty good.
not
That's
bad.
awesome.
100x.
Not bad.
.io. Good stuff. Man. Good stuff by me. Good stuff by me guessing correct. Great sale by you. Even better guess
Moving
by
on.
me.
All right. So I just reported all my recent sales. Do you guys see those?
I did not.
No.
But I
Where
already
did
have
you
2 points. I
report them?
basically won. So just
Where did you
it
report
doesn't
them?
matter.
Name, bio, and Ron.
No, I have not seen those.
Okay, so then I could use those. All right.
If it's not in PDC, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, or if you didn't mention it on the show already.
Yep.
I did not. Okay, so let's do a .org. You want to do forward.org?
Oh, no, I did see that one because somebody pointed it out to me.
Okay, how about r.org?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
R.org.
Did you guys see it?
I did not.
Mm-mm.
That was supposed to be mine, man. That's Rosner.org. It's like, it's just my legacy. How can you sell that?
Lord
You didn't ask
Rosner.org.
I thought we were friends.
Org. I've all right. What's
okay.
It's a one character, so it's r.org.
That's pretty much how, yep. Yep.
That's pretty much how letters work. I just was saying it's a one. So on that, well, I'm starting in my head. What's a one character.org worth? I mean, shit, dude. I
Don't explain. Just just move on.
I have no idea. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, I have 200,000. Ammar's at 250,000, and Drew is at $499,369.
Omari gets it.
I think I get it.
Ammar, you had what, 250, and
All right, he's
Drew,
doing
you
math,
had
so it's
500?
3 something because it's in.
No,
the
I had 499, 369. Thank you very much.
I think you're close to the pin. 375.
Oh, take it home.
By like $10.
$2. Yeah, that was really close. That was
Right.
really good. All right, Drew gets the point. And Rorg says, how long do you have it, and what's really good? What'd you pay for it?
So I sold it 2 months ago through Adam.
Do you know who the
Son
buyer
Adam.
was?
No idea. Don't care.
No, I'm just
I've
curious. I
had
mean, because it's an. I think those names are obviously worth it, but it's a rare buyer that for whom a one-letter.org is worth that, right?
It's actually like
it
a
was
sports. It's a
much
sports
less
blog.
than I wanted.
It's like a sports news feed. It's like a sports news feed.
Yeah,
Weird.
r.org about us. What are they? Let's see if what the. All right, well, go ahead.
Yeah.
So,
So I've had it 9 years. I bought a portfolio from the registry way back in the day.
Yep.
9 years ago that day. I paid $20,000 for it. I mean, it was I had to write a big check because I bought a portfolio, but that individual name was $20,000 at the time. Good luck getting it now. I had it listed actually at $750.
Didn't you buy
this
like all of their one letters?
I bought a bunch. Yeah. I didn't buy them all. They wouldn't let me buy them all. I tried. Because they're just trying to raise some money at the time, and we put a package together, and then they wouldn't let me buy it. So I wanted double. I wanted 750, but the 375 offer came through. They wouldn't go up. We went back and forth, and I was really on the fence about it. And I thought, it's a good return, obviously.
Yeah.
How much longer am I going to wait? Had it for 7-9 years. How much longer am I wait to get a little bit more money? If I can get another couple $100,000, I might as well take the 375 and parlay that into new name. So that's what I do.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's still.
I've been doing that. Like, I've been taking deals that I ordinarily wouldn't take, but I thought better off just turning these names.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, it's still a great result.
Again, as long as you can replace them and you want to, then you should always just be a price taker as long as it's, in the strike zone.
Yeah.
There's always inventory out there, good inventory. Not that I can get other single letter.orgs, but
no, but
I can go buy a beggar1word.com for $375.
Or a castle.
Higher propensity to sell.
Or a castle, even.
Which I've done. I'm out of castle.
I'm just saying there are things you can spend your money on that are. But no, hey, it's still 10x, nice result, and
cool. No, almost 20.
Oh, what'd you say you paid for it?
10. 370. I paid $20,000. I sold.
Oh, I thought you said you paid $30,000. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, so almost
19.
20x, dude. I mean, what else you hold? And it's r.org sports is their thing.
I'm not seeing your sales on DN Journal. You said you reported them all to Ron?
Yeah, I just reported them a couple of days ago, so it hasn't come out yet. But they're on name bio.
Got it.
r.org sports. So good stuff. All right, well, good work. And so good job on your sale. Good job, Drew, with the guess. Great job, though, to me, winning the domain game today. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for your support through the process. It means a lot.
Billy, you can cut all this.
I'm just glad that I could come out here and just, do what it takes to win. And I actually have the swag. I got the merch right here. I'm just going to give it to myself in the award ceremony. It's going to happen off camera right after the show.
By yourself.
And thanks to everybody for supporting me in my journey. It's been great. You know what I mean? Hopefully we'll just keep winning for you.
MediaOptions is the industry's leading domain broker specializing in domain acquisitions, high-value domain sales, and domain name consultation. As pioneers and thought leaders on the subject of the domain aftermarket and domain name value, plus through their clear domain acquisition service, MediaOptions offers startups and established corporations an unparalleled scope of high-value domain options, providing access to domain names and curation technologies not available elsewhere. MediaOptions believes in the power of a great domain name and is dedicated to helping you obtain yours. Call or email today to put a domain to work for you.
All right, now. Speaking of keeping it moving, let's go ahead and hop into some NameJetGonnaJet. We've got a list of domains coming up for auction. We're going to see what the Sherpas like, what they don't like. And if you want, you can go to the DomainSherpa.com page and download the Excel spreadsheet from basically with the show notes. And, it'll give you the domain list, the estimate appraisals, how many back orders as of the time that we put the list together, the order by date, and some other potentially helpful information, not financial advice. Just do with it what you will. And but let's dig into the list and see what's good. Ammar, what about you, man? Let's start with you.
All right. So
I got a special name on here for you, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'll be hopefully buying that. So again, I don't understand why ASEN is valued so high. Obviously it's a 4-letter. I don't think Drew would pay. Drew, would you pay $5,000 for that?
I think definitely.
I'm waiting for the spreadsheet to load. I don't know why it's taking so long.
ASEN.
ASEN. No, I wouldn't pay $5,000 for that.
Right. So I don't understand the valuation thing there. But
Yeah.
What he's
All right,
Sometimes,
so-
it just gets weird. Sometimes we have one AMSR or something like that. I think AMSR
That's the thing.
AMRS.
no, that's like
no,
the whole-
ASMR is what you're thinking, Braden.
You're
ASMR
thinking
is
of
big.
ASMR, which is the
Right.
the autonomous
Yeah.
sensory meridian response, right? Which is the things that sound like sort of comforting or something, right?
Right.
I don't know. We have something like that. I think it is ASMR or something like that. And it gets
That's worth a
crazy
lot.
at some
That's a
stupid
lot. That's
price.
a-
MSR. No, that's the thing. It's advanced microwave scanning radiometer.
Oh,
I mean, now you're gonna make me have to go look.
we're all over the place on this, but the ASMR though, in like sort of culture, is like
Right, that's a big thing.
The sounds of
That-
like it's like a sensory thing, and it's related.
Yeah,
to
like the
sounding
paper
soothing.
crinkling or
Yeah, like sounds that kind of like almost like this. You know how some people like the smell of gasoline. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's like there's something there that creates like a feeling, and it's and for that it's the sensory stuff, and it's audio a lot. Bubbling brooks and like fire crackling and things that sound kind of cool and soothing and that kind of thing,
Right.
trigger a certain
Exactly.
positive response. And so if you have a variation of that though that's not that, then maybe you're getting some but this one
it's not ASMR, but I'm gonna let's see.
So of these, other than
It's
PickleballParty-
is this it? It might be AMSM.
just better off just
Okay.
letting it.
So other than PickleballParty, I like Fatz, FATZ, and I like SilkDragon.
SilkDragon, no doubt. Yeah, the ASEN. I mean, it's so what we were referring to for those of you who aren't. Well, it's a $1 million Esteban appraisal almost, and take all those with a
Is
grain
that
of
what
salt.
Josephine calls you?
SilkDragon.
Dragon. SilkDragon. Oh man. All right. Well, cool. But what about Fatz? What do you think about Fatz? Is that just a cool brand or what?
I think it's a cool brand. Obviously,
He had a company called Traffic Z. He likes these things that end with Z.
The end with
Yeah.
the Z.
no, but
Were you bidding on the Bit Z? That was a
No.
cool name. Who won that?
that's a cool name though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think didn't Armstrong get that?
Oh, I think you're right. I think Adam Strong got it. Yeah. Great name.
That's a good name. No,
He's-
Fatz, I just like.
some going.
I think I like food names, and I think that's a great brand. And Fats are back in vogue, the right kind of fats. So I like it. And SilkDragon is just a fucking phenomenal brand. So
Still right.
Dragon. Yeah, no, I'm with it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's keep it moving. Braden, what about you, man?
Roughneck. I think Roughneck is a good IPA name or whatever. Be a
I
good
think it'd be
brand.
great for like outdoor gear, anything involving hiking, climbing, some
Hey,
cowboy
it's my
type
turn.
stuff.
It's my turn right now. Did we say commentary from the moderator?
Oh, I'm sorry. You just got muted, bitch. I'm sorry. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy how that happens. You know what I'm saying? Look. Go ahead. You may come back into the
Okay.
show. Go ahead.
All right. So Roughneck is good for the reasons I said, and then JT repeated. I like Slap, SLAPP, could be brand. It's also a legal thing, which is probably what you were thinking when you saw it.
Well, the thing is sometimes you got to tell them twice. That's why you got the double P.
and since they're not next to each other, he has to mute them.
Sometimes you need
I have
that.
moderator control.
Sometimes you need the extra P. That should be the motto, whatever company that's going to be. Sometimes they didn't hear you the
Slap-
first time.
So Slap is I think it's a better brand
Like-
than it is a legal
Like
term.
the dude on the golf course that challenged that NHL guy. Did you see that?
Oh,
that
here we
video?
go. Sorry, Braden.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
dude.
Braden.
Well, so
That
yeah,
was
so
so good. It
so
was
to people who haven't seen it, you got to go see it because basically what it is like these two dudes are pretty drunk on a golf course, we're taking way too long. The group playing up behind them was giving them a hard time till finally they were just like lost it and we're like, yo, cut the shit, let us play through, or we're gonna literally like throw you in the. There's a lake, you know. He's like, I'm gonna throw you in the lake, bro. And then the dude was like, so the one of the guys that was being real slow decides he's just like, oh, you want to go? And they're Canadian, so they got this Canadian accent, you know. So he's like, you want to go, pal? You want to go? You know, and he's like, so they end up, he attacks the guy, and it turns out the guy is an ex-NHL, like, enforcer. He's basically an ex-
and he's like a brawler. He's like literally
That's-
like, and he's also a house. Like, this
Needless
guy
to
must
say,
be
it didn't
really
go
drunk
well.
to
It
be
didn't
like,
go
yeah,
well
I'm
for
gonna
the guy.
It didn't go well at all.
You know, he
With
does, he
each-
actually throws him in the lake, right?
No,
Like he says
but
he's
the
gonna.
best part is that every time he punches him in the face, he goes, bang, bang, bang.
Oh, it's-
Anyways, all right, let's go. Back
go
to
ahead. Slap. All right, yes.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh,
it's
dude, crazy.
it really is a phenomenal.
Well, it's like, what are you doing? You know, like I get it, like but he literally attacked the big guy, and it's like, even
And
just
he
based
warned
on
him.
the
He said,
stats-
dude, this is not the way to go. I'm telling you right now, this isn't what you want to do. And then the dude's friend's like, but he's really tough. And the dude's looking at him, he's like, you are not tough. And then the guys are going, "Whoa!" And the guy goes, like, I don't even know what you're doing, but you're not scaring anybody.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the guy fucking runs at him and he just gets absolutely pummeled.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dude, he throws him in the lake.
All right.
The guy comes out the lake, and then he gets punched in the face a bunch, and then he gets thrown.
On that note, I think MrGo.com is the best cocaine dealer domain name I've ever seen.
Mr. Go. Holler,
Mr. Go. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
When your supply is low, call Mr.
Call
Go.
Mr. Go.
Oh man! All right.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Well, real quick, Braden, are you done? Did you say, because you did? I don't think you got to say much.
I
So,
don't know. No, I would have talked about local guides, but that's all right.
do you like it or don't like it?
I like it. I like local
Yeah.
guides. Good.
mhm. I think that's good
All right.
too.
All right, Drew. It's on you,
Uh,
aka Mr. Go.
I like Mostra. I do like Mr. Go. I think Mr. Go is really cool. I think it's just a cool name. I mean, it just could be for many different things. Mostra, Mostra. It's foreign language. I just think it's a good. I think it can make a good brand.
Because it's
What does it
Portuguese,
mean?
right? For show or exhibition, basically.
Yeah, it means to like demonstrate.
Mhm. To show.
Yeah.
Mr. Go, gonna show.
And HeatSeeker. I'm surprised nobody said HeatSeeker. I think HeatSeeker is a cool name.
Yeah.
Like I think like whether heat maps, or I don't know, some new defense tech, but HeatSeeker is a pretty cool brand. You know what I'm saying? We run to the heat.
Mm.
Y'all bitches running away. We run to the heat. HeatSeeker.com.
Unless you're that dude who ran right into the heat and then got thrown in the lake. You know?
I think we just
Yeah, he
just
ran to
gotta
the heat.
we gotta
Ran
peek
to the
into
heat.
how Drew sells domains. He comes up with a tagline, and then he tells you why you need to buy this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I am pretty good with taglines, I will say.
So,
Uh,
no, but the one for slap is great. When 1P is just not enough.
Yeah, when they didn't hear you the first time.
well,
When
and
you've
to-
been drinking all night and one piece just not enough.
Yeah. Flat.
to Braden's point, though, also it's the like the slap lawsuits. The First Amendment.
Yeah.
Ah.
Lawsuit intended to censor or silence. It's like that you get hit with a
Mhm.
slap suit, strategic lawsuit against public participation. So,
Oh, interesting. Okay. So I like it. It's a good name.
yeah. Well, then that's the thing, and there's actually anti-slap
Not
laws.
really though. Yeah, anti-slap is probably better, but nobody's gonna like Google slap like from that perspective. I mean, lawyers know they're usually bullshit cases just to kind of
Listen, if your
the
logo,
clock.
yeah.
and make the other side spend a bunch of money and they get tossed. But I'm on here with two lawyers. You guys can talk about this shit.
But the face slapping championship, if somebody wants to come up with another league with a competitive league,
Slap Pro, slap with a double P.
Ooh.
When one
And you can make the two P's. You can make the two P's. You can make the two P's into people.
Or the hand.
Or hands. Yeah.
No,
Oh man. I love this name. I love this name.
We talked about the slap on the last show last week. We talked about Sherpa slap, because we got Sherpa Island, and we talked about like if there was like a that power slap stuff, which is insane. And,
yeah. You'd probably be good at power slap. You got some bear claws. You got some big fucking mitts.
Hey,
yeah,
I do.
I'm not doing that shit.
You got to have the right torque too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it comes.
Yeah.
You got to have the right And what I was saying, there's nothing worse probably than being in one of those slap competitions and you slap first, and homeboy doesn't go down and instead just gives you the fucking smile with the mouth guard. You're just like, because then you just got to sit there and be ready. You about to get hit with it, because then they're gonna be all chalking up.
Oh yeah.
like I wanted this. This is what I'm here for. And it's like, bang.
Fucked up in the head. I mean, if some big dude, he slapped me as hard as he could across the face, and I didn't block it, I didn't move, I just stood there, I would go down. Like, I would be dizzy. I would not be able to slap back.
Dude,
how do they decide who slaps first?
I think it's like a coin flip.
Coin toss, probably.
Yeah, something like that. And then, but you see the size of these dudes that are both slapping and getting slapped, and what's crazy is like the big guys.
Yeah.
Even the big guys, they get hit. And they're just
I just heard somebody talking about it the other day, a doctor. It's like 70% of these dudes end up with the same shit that the NFL guys.
CRT,
Concussions and stuff. I mean, just how do you train for it? Somebody just smacks you all the time, all day long. Let's hit me. I'm training.
Yo, listen, slap with a double P. Your motto is sometimes you got to tell them twice, and you got Rick James as your like, your what do you call that? Not mascot, but what do you call that? Like your spokesperson. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Don't make
I have to slap twice.
What? All right.
You have to rate it. We're off the rails.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Castle.
It is what it is. All right. It's Mr. Go, HeatSeeker, slap, and then anything else? Anything you don't like?
All the rest.
Ammar, you didn't talk about the name. Did you not talk about it because you want it to be under the radar? Is that why?
No, I mean, it's not. I don't know that it's a super valuable name, but it's a cool name, PickleballParty, right? Like,
it has a negative CPC.
But you did mention it.
He didn't mention it. He just said he acknowledged that he knew there was a name on the list.
You have to pay people to click on your shit if that's your domain.
I mean, yeah, it's you could do like a local kind of thing.
Look, you could lean into this one. I think you're still going to be the only bidder.
Yeah.
Josh will bid on it too.
Yeah, I was thought about holding it out until the next time Josh and Ammar are on together, but I don't know when but this is going to auction tomorrow.
Regs.org isn't bad. Regulations.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, regs.org could be a decent. I don't have to think about it, but it seems like a decent enough name. Fatz is cool. Fatz is growing on me. I kind of like Fatz.
Fatz is
but
really
like it's not going to sell for a lot. You know what I mean? It's going to be like a barbecue joint, or it's going to be like a, maybe it could be a consumer brand for a food product. Maybe
I think it can be a consumer brand. It can be a brand.
But for what? Like pretzels? Like what are you gonna do?
No, dude. Like good fats, healthy fats are really big right now.
Yeah, get yourself some avocado.
Yeah, but they don't come in a fucking package. You know what I'm saying? They attached at the hip to a cow or
Fats
like
doesn't exist yet. You know what I'm saying? That's perfect. That means there's
it's in a coconut, an avocado, or the ass of a cow.
I bet you that goes for $5,000 plus.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
We shall
I'm taking
see.
the under on that.
Fat
Okay.
Southern Kitchen, South Carolina. Fat's Cafe. Fat's Cafe. Fat's Advertising. Fat's Apparel. There's a variety of.
The worst name on here.
Oh,
in
I
my
just
opinion,
got the
is
final
Vail,
payment.
Colorado.
I just got the final payment on the sale of Spree.com right now, live on this DomainSherpa episode.
That's it, huh?
Spree, S-P-R-E-E.
It's funny. Yeah, I don't think they ever even launched a website. It's been years.
It's a good name.
I don't even remember what I sold it for.
I just
Oh,
got an
it's
email.
a casino, bro.
What is it?
I just got live on there. I just got an email from Dharmesh.
Oh.
You know how many times you get emails from billionaires? You know,
Yeah.
just saying.
That's pretty cool.
What was he saying? I overpaid you for forward.org?
I'm not going to say what he's saying.
All right, well, that's fine. You're the one who brought it up.
Let's see.
What are we waiting for?
No, I don't even remember what I sold Spree.com for.
But it's an online casino.
Spree.com is? It doesn't load for me for some reason.
Maybe you're behind some kind of firewall or some kind of you're being protected from, online gambling. So, all right, well, cool. All right, well, that's the NameJetGonnaJet list. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all that. There's a name on there that we didn't talk about, which is delusions.com. I thought that was a good one for Drew, but
Delusions of grandeur.
Illusions of grandeur.
Yeah. Well, look, when I got my moat, my drawbridge, and my cannons, man, those delusions become reality.
It could be a conspiracy site.
Delusions.
That's pretty funny. No. Anyway, all right, but that's pretty much the list. So all good stuff. Good luck, everybody. Happy bidding. And all good. All right. Well, let's see. We've got about 10 minutes and kind of rolled through everything pretty quick and stayed somewhat on time, which is awesome. But all right, let's start with you, Braden. What you got, man? What else is good in your world? So buying, selling domains.
I got a
summer
couple
life.
of. I got 2 deals. One, a small one that was agreed to this morning, so waiting for payment, and then one that was agreed to late last night through our friend Teddy over at NameJet.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll be signing a purchase agreement today on that. So I'll be able to, that's a payment plan. So
nice.
Came in through their marketplace, their brokers.
No, just Teddy was handling it. So he just texted me, and went back and forth, and I think it's a friend of his actually. He's pinged me a few times over the years.
Yeah, he's always been pretty active, particularly in this whole, the San Francisco area startups. He's been pretty heavily,
talking about Teddy Wooster. Big shout out to Teddy, by the way. Big shout out to Teddy. He's good.
Yep, big shout out.
Yeah, man.
So that's what I got going on. You're waiting for some other. I got a bunch of payment plans. Suddenly this year, like I went into the year with no LTOs. I usually have them, but I had none beginning of the year. And now I've got like 5 or 6 all of a sudden. Just
that's not bad, right? Getting those checks every month.
I don't mind. And it's like, it's actually 6 figures a month.
Yeah.
So cool.
Love it. Yep.
That's awesome. All right. Well, good stuff. All right, Drew, what about you? Other than some castle shopping?
Yeah, just a little castle shopping, and that's it. It's what we do over here.
Market for a small castle but it must be at least, instead of bedrooms, it's how many turrets it has.
It must have a drawbridge and a moat.
3 turrets.
turret.
I'm looking for
And
3 turrets, two drawbridges, 3 turrets.
I own turret.com.
Oh, well, I own Galleon.com. The big ships.
Yep. It's not related to what we were talking about.
Didn't Castle.com just start?
Castle.com did sell. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
you guys are real
That's a banger.
It's such a great name.
Such a good name. Such a good name. Such a good name. So why did you pass on Madagascar.com?
I mean, I think it's a decent brand at 100. I was like, if it was in the 5 figures, I would have pulled the trigger. At 100, it was just kind of like, a maybe. And I've been buying a bunch of names, and I just thought, it's hard to spell, right? Easy name.
Really, it's really not. Because I went through that exercise, and I was, what? Actually, there's really not another way to spell it
with ease. So if it was 75, I would have pulled the trigger. At 100, it's like it was borderline for me.
Yeah.
It's a good brand.
It's a good name. It's got a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. That's good. All right. So, well, good luck with your castle shopping, and it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. All right. So, Ammar, King Kuba, Count Kuba.
I got to give a shout out to my buddy.
I think we can say that, like, if anybody needs assistance getting an X.com handle, like, we can help.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good add to the announcements. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's
definitely something that we can assist with in an advantage way above anybody else on Earth. So if you do need an X.com handle, we particularly if it's in a reserve suspended status type of thing, we may be able to help you. You should contact us.
Yeah. Or even if it's not, I mean, peer to peer, whatever. It's all good.
Yep.
Solid, digital assets, baby. Yep. It's all under the umbrella. But yeah, anybody need an X handle, holler at your boys. But yeah, cool. All right.
I want to talk to you guys offline about handles later. So
yeah.
But Kuba chameleon. Let's go.
Just give a shout out to my buddy Pei, who's playing in the World Series right now. He's hopefully today he'll be in the money. He's like on day 3 or 4, I think. So
wait, so that's the WSOP World Series of Poker that's happening right now. So, but that's awesome, man. Who's that?
I'm excited for him. If he can make it through today, then he's in the money, and he's getting closer to the final table.
Yeah, who's that?
He's not in the domain industry, just a buddy from back in the day.
All right, man. We love that, homies from back in the day.
Shout out to Mars buddy.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
He's texting me, every few hours, letting me know how his chips stack and all that. So it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. So is that how it works? I mean, I know, you got to qualify, then you get there. Then it's like, is it usually, what do you got to be in the top, like 50, 20? Like when do you actually get paid?
This morning, he says, I made it to day 4 with 283,000 in chips. There are 1,476 players left. 1,461 of us make the money.
No way.
So,
okay. Oh shit. So a lot of people make a little bit of paper.
Yeah, but I mean, it started at so this is day 4.
Yeah,
so
how many people?
Almost 10,000 total entries.
Wow. Okay. So you got to make the top 10%, basically top 15%.
Yeah, a little of 15%. But so he's already in the top. He's basically top 15% already. So that's pretty good.
Wow,
dude, that's crazy, man. You got to have some dedication, though. I mean, it's to sit there 4 days straight just to, you know what I mean?
Dude, he's grinding. I think it's like 12, 14-hour days.
Woof.
Dude, that's crazy, man. And it's just sitting there, just vibing out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even be on your phone, right? I mean, like at the table.
I think you can, but you're just supposed to be. I mean, you need to be focused. You got to be watching.
You got to be locked. You got to be locked in.
Yeah,
I was following somebody on one of the Barstool guys, maybe might be in the mix, and they said that he had, he folded 50 some straight hands. You know what I mean? You're just got to keep grinding. You know, I have a hard time when I play poker because I'm the opposite of that shit. Like I do not want to ever fold. I'm like, yo, I'm going all in, like right off the bat.
Yeah, that's why I don't play poker. I like blackjack because I can be emotional, and the more like, let's say, irrational I play, the more money I generally win.
Oh, you're that guy at the table, huh?
I am that guy at the table. I'm gonna fuck all your systems
with
up.
Drew at the table before.
I'm gonna fuck all your systems up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you thought you had a system? That was before you sat down at my table.
Yeah, he's like splitting 10. He's splitting two kings. He's like, I'm gonna split them.
Listen, I just get the download. You feel me? I just sit there and I just look up. I get the download, and then I make my call.
Just
but look, I generally win, and I generally win pretty good.
At least nobody said you weren't, that you weren't humble. You know
my last take, I won 14 grand on $1,000 starting.
Yeah, that was
started with $1,000. That was and then I before that I did less than that, but like maybe a 5 or 6 pull.
Yeah, don't sit at any tables with any NHL players because they're gonna kick your ass if you do that shit.
Bang, bang. I remember one time
I've had people yell at me, and it's like, fuck you.
Well, so we were
like, sorry.
Vegas. I think it was a NamesCon, maybe. I think Overman was there. Shout out to Overman. And at the table, and we had some dude at our table that was, deep, like, big stacks. He'd obviously been there for a while. I forget what I did. I did something stupid that, like, was against book. You know what I mean? Like I split tens or something fucking like, irrational and dumb, and it shouldn't really matter, but it does, right? So it's like, so I did my thing. It makes the table go sideways. He loses like an enormous bet, and it's some dude that we don't know, at the end of the table that like loses like a huge stack. And I'm pretty drunk, so I don't realize what's happening until it happens. And then I'm like, oh, dude, I am so sorry, bro. Like, and he's just like, to his credit, he was like, because I think somebody else at our table that was with us, and it may have been Matt, was like, fuck you, dude. Like, he was like legit mad at me. And then this dude who lost like probably like 20 G's is sitting there, and he's like, man, sometimes you just got to follow your heart, bro. I'm like, I like you, man. I'm like, I can't give you what you lost, but I can give you a fist bump, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, and appreciate your vibe, But yeah. So playing with Drew is probably pretty interesting too, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's see what else is good at the end of every show lately, talking about just the different events coming up. I always mention the NamesCon conference coming up in November in Miami. Drew, you still on tap for that?
I still on tap. Not 100% confirmed. But working on getting that 100% confirmed.
Get that 100% confirmed, bruh. Let's go. But yeah, let's see. And for some reason, I just can't. I don't memorize the dates, but I think it's November 5th and 6th in Miami. Go to namescon.com. Check it out. We'll all be there. It's actually like in that Wynwood neighborhood, which I'm really looking forward to. Some of the stuff that we were some of the overflow that we didn't get to do when we were in Miami last time. So that's gonna be great. So definitely make sure y'all get out to that. And then we've got the ICA happening in January. That's go to ICA.Vegas. ICA.Vegas at it's at the Park MGM, January 15th to the 17th, the Park MGM and the Nomad. And go get joined, get registered. That's also going to be a lot of fun and very, very cool. So definitely check all that out. All right, guys, I'm about to close the I'm about to shut it down unless anybody's got anything before we go.
Nope.
Acceptance by silence. Everybody agrees. We are out. All right, to the audience, I want to thank y'all. For those of you who made it this far, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You may be allowed to walk across the drawbridge at some point. You know what I'm saying? Since you stuck with us. But
maybe.
say it on every Maybe. I said maybe. I said I qualified it with maybe.
Don't get carried away.
Yeah. Whoa. But hey, I say it on every show. Without you, there is no us. So thank you so much for tuning in. As always, last couple weeks, actually, we've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of positive stuff, a lot of really cool messages online. Just enough that we've taken notice, and so just want to say thank you guys for tuning in and for feedback, good, bad, or otherwise. It's always appreciated.
Just slam that like button, the subscribe button, hit all those buttons. You know what I'm saying? We need some love. We need some.
Hit it all.
I know, but you got to repeat. You know what I mean? People love us. Give us some love.
Love us. I want you to love us even more. And
love us even if you hate us.
Let's go. Let's go. But yes, all that stuff. Let's get it. Like button, the subscribe button everywhere that you can, and help Domain Sherpa grow the pie. That's what we say. And that's what's up. And thank you guys, my co-host today. As always, appreciate your time and your insight and your knowledge and wisdom. It is much, much appreciated. And I think that's about it. And with that, everybody be safe out there this summertime. Enjoy. Keep doing what you're doing. Holler at us. We're not hard to find. Otherwise, we'll see y'all next time here on Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. All right, peace out, y'all.
Peace.